Hello again. Right. Welcome to our third session of the Merida Athletes Conference Call series. After we had the chance to chat with Gunrita a couple of days ago and also with Jose Amida almost a week ago now. And by the way, the link's going to be in the comment box below. Today, we are hooking up with Toni Ferreiro, our Enduro and e-bike specialist. Hi, Toni.
Hello.
My name is Mark Wilkins from Merida. And obviously, we're using this little interview session to let you know what our athletes and ambassadors are up to and how they're handling the time during the coronavirus lockdown. So, Toni, as said, welcome to our little session. You are, same as Jose, based in Spain, which I believe is in complete lockdown. So you're not allowed to go outside at all. I know, luckily, you've been very kind to send us already a few exercise and sort of skills videos, and I'd like to think you might do a few more. But besides those, have you got any more tips and advice to our Merida fans, what they should be doing in terms of staying fit, staying sharp during this lockdown?
Hello, thank you for the interview. Now, today I just stay at home and I train every day because I don't want to lose my feet, because I train in all the precision and now stop it. And I just do simple things for don't lose the feet, but I don't stress too much because if I train a lot, maybe I'm too frustrated, for stay at home. And I training every day around 1 hour in a static bike. And then make some exercise like push-ups, some jumps with the legs, and all of that. It depends the day. I make many videos for my media and so for the people. Mm-hmm. But just this is my day.
And I mean, as we obviously seen some of your videos, and you came up with a couple of interesting little sessions and challenges of what to do to probably improve your balance, to keep your skills sharp. And as far as we can tell, they're also quite physically demanding. So you get something out of it that way too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Right, the other thing, we were obviously talking a little bit beforehand, and I mentioned to Toni that I've got lots of bikes. Even though I'm not a professional cyclist, I've got lots of bikes. And quite often I don't look after my bikes the way I probably should. And in this time when we perhaps are locked up at home and can't do anything, is a good time to look after all these little jobs you normally don't want to do. And Toni, you were mentioned earlier, I think you agree with me, this is, even you are a professional cyclist and you look after your equipment probably in a different way, this is a good time to do those little jobs, don't you think?
Yeah. These days I use the day for put all my bikes perfect. For example, I put oil in all the bearings, do some, I don't know, sorry, I don't speak English very well, but just I put a bearing put oil in the bearings of the wheel for mm-hmm. roll more.
Yeah.
This is so good. I put oil in the handlebar for don't make noise when I make some different exercise, and just take the garage, put all out and clean all and put the bikes perfect in my garage and have all cool.
It's a good time to get ready for when you can go outside again, isn't it?
Yeah.
And talking,
it's better because when you finish the day, say, oh, I do something interesting.
Yeah. But you have to fill your time, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
And we were also talking earlier, and we had this discussion already a little bit with Jose a few days ago. You obviously, before the coronavirus lockdown, you and Jose went to the first round of the WES, the World E-Bike Series, which took part in Monaco. And I believe you obviously both got involved in different events. Jose obviously in cross country, and you more on the gravity and Enduro side. Give us your view on the event. How did you get on? What did you like? What do you think has to change? And where do you think this series is going to go over time?
Well, and I love it ride with the e-bike. I think it's the future of the mountain bike because it's more fun for me. And all the people ride enduro won't go down. And with the e-bike, you do it more. And I think the e-bike races are so cool because, for example, in enduro, you need to make a lot of runs for know the trails.
Yeah.
And with the e-bike, it's more easy make more trails. If you have in less time, you can do more laps, and it's better because if you live so far from the trails, if you go 3 days before the race, you can train in very good the trails. If you go with a normal bike, you go, and if you train in a lot, you are so tired for the race. And this is so good for the competition because it's more when it's the same, for all the riders.
Okay.
I don't know.
I agree. I understand. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's better. And other thing, it's better because for enduro race, sometimes you have a lot of problem because in one trail you have in the middle of the trail you have a climb.
Yeah.
And if you have a climb with the normal bike, with the normal bike, it's shit because you need a climb and it's not cool for the trail,
Yeah.
But with the e-bike, it's okay because you say, oh, I need pedal 30 seconds up, no problem.
Yeah.
With the e-bike, it's okay. And you can make an awesome trail with a short climb and
it's a different challenge.
Continue cool, I think the people start understand the e-bikes because the e-bike is a completely different bike because it's not the same. You can take one normal bike and then an e-bike and say, oh, I don't like. No, because you need understand the e-bike. It's a different style of riding.
Yeah.
But when you understand and you use it a lot, the e-bike, you feel it's so good, so fast, and so fun.
So I take it you had a good time at that first round then. I think you enjoyed the trails they put together, the organization, everything else?
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. I think it's difficult to start with a new style of competition, but always okay. I think in the future, when the people buy more e-bikes, the race is gonna be cooler because more people, more cool. But the race is okay, really funny. One thing that I like of the e-bike race is more relaxed than the other, because you have the plus of the battery and you never stay really close with the time. You understand?
Yeah.
You always have this button, or you can put pause and say, oh, I have 10 minutes. Okay, I can relax, speak with my friend, and then go up. And this is good for the race. And so, obviously, for the race in less. Sorry, when you race in less level, for friends, just race for have fun, is so good the e-bike because you can speak with one, speak with other, stay all the time smiling, and if you have some problem like you flat tire or something like that, you have time for repair. Put the button boost and go so fast, and this is so good for the race.
And I guess also, this is probably not to do with racing necessarily, but I often experience if you're riding with on a normal bike with people of different ability, it's sometimes quite difficult to stay together because you're always
exactly
your personal speed, which you quite happily go at, and that might be slightly quicker or slightly slower than your friend's speed. If you have an e-bike though, if you're all on e-bikes, it brings people up to the same level. This is on the way. On the way to etc. Not necessarily when it goes down, that's different. But when you're going up to the top again, or you're riding to the trails, etc., it seems to be they're always, or very much so, at the same speed, which makes the whole thing more social, doesn't it?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, this is what I want to say, because the e-bike do everything a bit easier. you know, and it's better for have fun.
Yeah, and there's so many people out there who obviously kind of see the e-bike as a, I don't know, a problem or threat, etc. But I haven't yet, in my line of work, found a single person who's ridden an e-bike and then disliked it. They might not all be thinking, "Oh, I need to get an e-bike now," but they all had a good time on it, and that includes me. I don't have an e-bike, but every time I ride one, it makes me smile. And you could argue,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
not a bad thing nowadays.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's so good for downhill. I love downhill with the e-bike. It's so good because with the weight in the down part of the bike, it's more stable and you can go really, really fast.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously, if you're having a very agile bike and bikes are still very easy to handle, then there's not a disadvantage from that side either, is it?
Yeah.
That's great, Tony. I mean, finally, all the interviews we've done so far have been really long, so it's actually quite nice. We're probably making this a little bit shorter, perhaps. But obviously, we're heading towards the end of our little interview here. I wanted to ask you: have you got any sort of, you being in the position of really have to stay at home and being confined to your own four walls? Have you got any sort of words of encouragement for our Merida family out there of how to tackle these difficult times and perhaps what they should do to make sure that we get out of this quickly?
Yeah, just do what the government say and stay at home, relax, do some exercise, because if you sweat a bit, you are better. You have you pass the time better. Yes. Because if you stay all the day in the sofa, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And if you have a small place for take the bike and do some balance exercises with the bike, or some place with the bike, stupid, but it's so good because you pass the time and don't lose the feeling in your bike, because just stay in the bike with the feet on the pedals and the hands in the brakes. It's ride the bike. It's so good to watch trial videos of trail.
Yeah.
It's good because you don't need space and you can do something with the bike. And for sure, this day you're gonna be asleep better.
Yeah, and obviously, if you then, when we come out of this at the other end, you go out to the trails again, you haven't forgotten the skills you had.
Yeah.
So again, I would like to very quickly pick that up again. Tony mentioned already completely what we are thinking, what we ask people to do. Follow what your government tells you. They normally been through the various scenarios and figured out what's best in your country. And if you have to stay at home, like Tony and his other people in Spain have to do, and if that breaks the back of this coronavirus, let's do it. Let's stay at home. Follow your guidelines as much as you can. If you can ride your bike, like we still can in the UK, and we spoken yesterday to Gunrita in Norway, they can do that too. Go out, go do it. Keep fresh, keep healthy. It keeps you physically intact. It will keep you mentally intact. But make damn sure you don't wrap yourself around a tree. You don't want to do that. So again, I want to thank Tony for his time. I want to thank everybody who watched this little video. This is our third session. There's 2 more to come in case you want to need something to look forward to. So again, thanks Tony for your time. We're going to hook up with Alban Aubert, our mountain bike adventurer, and also with Dominic Raab, our trial specialist, probably over the next few days, to ask them a few questions, to get a few more tips and tricks from them. In particular, Dominic could be interesting because most of his sport is run on very small space, not necessarily like Tony does all his training currently in his garden, in his forecourt. Normally for Dominic, that would be fine. So we want to bring this to an end. Thanks again, Tony. It was lovely to see you. It's good to have this magic tool of video conferencing. And I wish everybody a good time. Stay healthy, ride safe, stay healthy, and see you all soon. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you. See ya.